Hey everyone. Okay, so this chapter didn't go down the route I predicted it would, but it still went down a route I liked. As one of the things with this chapter obviously is we dive more into Heisuke's backstory. And the truth be told, the backstory it doesn't give us all too much anything of what we already knew about him, or all that I discussed in last week's chapter, or the last chapter. But it kind of just confirms more or less that yeah, Heisuke has gone his entire life basically being underestimated, just never being given the chance in order to truly prove himself. And you can see just how that kind of affected his mental state and just how he perceives himself. But in saying that, I think the resolution that this chapter comes to is probably is the best thing in order for Heisuke, because the end of the chapter it not only sees it not only sees he's so, like Taro acknowledging his abilities, something he's just always wanted, just that one little bit of acknowledgement in order to someone to say that yes, he is in fact a very skilled sniper, a very skilled assassin. So in that regard, I do like how I, I do like the end, how this whole fight with Heisuke ended. But also on top of that, like just during the fight itself, I especially like what pretty much Shin had said to Heisuke as well, with Shin saying, why exactly are you so concerned with what others think of you? As long as you have faith in yourself, as long as you believe that you have that as long as you believe in yourself and your abilities, then what should it matter what others say? Like it's again, this chapter in itself it uses very simple lessons in order to get across what it's what how it's trying to how it's trying how it's trying to how it's trying to portray like Heisuke's mindset and his life and whatnot. But they're very simple lessons that I don't think Heisuke ever truly learned. He's been so self-absorbed in himself and just what others think of him that he's just never really grasped on the idea that maybe he should just consider doing things for himself, never worrying what others think of him. Like again, it's the lesson of this chapter is so super simple, but it really freaking works for a character like Heisuke. And but in saying that though, yeah, I the way with Taro in this chapter, man just continues to prove he's a fucking wrecking crew, as he basically just threw something at Heisuke and broke his goddamn broke his goddamn rifle. Like man is like man proved he's a man proved he's a fucking he's a fucking monster, and man proved he's a fucking monster. But I also like how they're again going along with what Taro said at the end of this chapter. I like how it is during this fight though that like Taro it is during the fight itself that Taro acknowledges that yeah that Heisuke himself he does have some legitimate skills. Like Heisuke it Heisuke did in fact give Taro a bit of a run for his money. He's never it is it is intriguing in a way in order to see how this fight plays out, because it is clear that it does feel like one of it is clear, or if I don't know if it was a way of really confirming this or not, but it does feel like that one of Taro's weaknesses, at least just based on this chapter, is long range combat. Like he's not really all that. He's I'm not gonna say he's terrible at predicting like sniper fire or anything like that, but it is clear it might be one of his blind spots, so to speak. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what I've discerned just from this fight with Heisuke, is that the man Taro, for skilled in assassins, he has his weak points, and I think having to deal with snipers might be one of them, even if he even if but it could go along with that as well, as long as he knows the snipers as long as he knows the sniper's like positioning, that's where he can kind of counteract the sniper. But it's finding that it's only until he finds that positioning where he's kind of left a little vulnerable. Um, and yeah, and of course, if now the one thing that kind of made me laugh. Now I don't know if this is entirely true. Someone freely um, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm understanding the end of this chapter, they pretty much had to spend the entire they pretty much had to spend the entire prize fund in order to rebuild the town. Am I getting that right? Because if that's the case, then yeah, once again they're absolutely dirt poor, and they can't make any renovations. Am I understanding that, or am I wrong in that? Because if that's the case, then yeah, it's kind of hilarious how this all kind of ended with them still kind of like pretty much dirt broke in a way. Like they weren't able to hold on to the prize fund. I don't again I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's the way I'm reading it. It's kind of hilarious how much when they make money they still end up losing it in some way. Um, and yeah, obviously, again, like I said with the last chapter, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see if Heisuke immediately joins them after this chapter, or if there's gonna be a bit of a grace period before he officially joins like the Sakamoto crew or whatnot. But yeah, in either case, like this is Heisuke's basically on his path of like yeah he's eventually gonna join the Sakamoto crew at least. Um, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Blue Sky, and on Crunchyroll. Be sure to notification bell, subscribe button, and just share it around, guys. Dark Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, everyone.